Hello everyone. Let's learn the types of nutrition in animals. First type is holozoic nutrition, second saprozoic nutrition, and third parasitic nutrition. Learn about holozoic nutrition in detail. How does ingestion occur in unicellular animals like amoeba? You can see in the figure the food which around the amoeba that injected by amoeba with the help of the body surface. Amoeba does not have organs like hands and mouth, and it is unicellular animal. It can take in food through any part of the surface of its unicellular body. When you observe the diagram, you can understand from one side of the body, amoeba is injecting the food. It surrounds the food particles from all sides to take it into the cell. And after that, it digests the food with the help of the different enzymes. Like the multicellular animal have digestive system, but in amoeba or in unicellular animal there is no any digestive system, but there is a enzyme for digestion. With help of that enzyme, food is digested, and undigested food is left behind as the amoeba moves further with the help of the pseudopodia. In unicellular animals like amoeba, euglena, paramecium, etc., all the steps of nutrition occur within their unicellular body. And insects have mouth parts for ingestion of food. We know the mosquito have the mouth part for ingestion the food, or butterfly. For example, insects like the cockroach and grasshopper, which nibble, have jaw-like mouth part. In our house, there is a cockroach, and we can observe that the mouth and how is the mouth, and that is jaw-like mouth parts. And butterflies, which suck food with a tube-like proboscis. We know that butterflies suck the juicy or sweet juice type substance known as the nectar from the flowers, and the part through which it suck the nectar, that is tube like and known as proboscis. Mosquitoes and bedbugs use a needle like mouthpart to pierce and a tube like mouth to part to suck blood or other fluids. Okay, now you observe the diagrams and answer the question. How will you classify the following animals according to their food type? According to their food types, animals can be classified as herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and let's learn in detail what is meant by herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers, and decomposers. Herbivores means the animals which eat the plants directly as their food, known as the herbivorous animal. And examples are grazing animals, granivores, and frugivores. Grazing animals eat the grass, granivores eat seeds, and frugivores eat fruit. Second one is carnivores. Animals that depend on other animals for their food are carnivores. And carnivores are indirectly depend on plants for food. For example, uh, we can say that carnivores feed on herbivores and insectivores. Means the animals which eat other animals are known as carnivores, and indirectly they depend on the food. How? The herbivores eat the plant as food, and carnivores eat that animals as food. So carnivores indirectly depend on the herbivores or indirectly depend on the plants. Examples are animals that feed on herbivores, animals that feed on insects and known as the insectivores. Let's see the example given in the bracket. The anteater is found in Central and South America. This is an anteater and found in the Central and South America. The bobcat or admangar is found in India. Obtain its pictures from the internet. Okay, if you search, you will get the pictures. Third is omnivores. Animals that obtain their food from both plants and animals are called omnivores. And well-known example is human being. We know that human being eat vegetable and non-vegetarian means they eat the flesh of the animals and also vegetables. So they are known as omnivores. And other examples are monkey, chimpanzees. Some of the organisms around us perform the function of the cleaning and conserving the environment by the very act of feeding themselves. Means some animals clean the environment by eating the dead animals, and they help to clean the environment, and they are called scavengers and decomposers. Now scavengers means what? Scavengers obtain their food from dead bodies of animals. For example of scavenger is vulture or crow, hyena. Yeah, okay. The scavenger means the animal which eat or feed on dead bodies of other animals. Okay, and that examples are vulture, crow, and hyena. Fifth one is decomposers. Decomposers are some microbes which obtain their food by decomposing the dead bodies of organisms or other materials. This concept we know in previous year also we learn about the decomposers, and these are very tiny microorganisms, and they obtain their food by decomposing the dead bodies of organisms or other materials, organic material. Second type of nutrition is saprozoic nutrition. Some insects, unicellular animals, etc. obtain the nutrients by absorbing the liquid organic material from the dead bodies of the other animals or from the environment. This is the saprozoic nutrition. And examples are houseflies, ants, and spiders. Means some insects or some unicellular animals obtain their nutrients or food by absorbing the liquid from the organic material from the dead bodies of the animals, other animals. Okay, in the other animals there are organic material, and the some insects or unicellular animals absorb that the organic material from the dead bodies of the other animals and from the environment, and this type of nutrition is known as the saprozoic nutrition. And examples are houseflies, ants, and spiders. Third type of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. Okay, have you seen small animals on the bodies of animals like dogs and buffaloes? Which are those small animals? Yes, you can see or you can observe the small animals on the body of the buffaloes, that are tick or some luces or bed bugs. Second question, from where do these little animals obtain their food? Okay, they that animals get food from the animals on which they live. From where do the worms in the intestine obtain their food? In the intestine of animal, some worms are there, and they get the food from the animal in whose intestine these worms are living. Let's learn in detail. Some animals depend upon the other animals for food. They can obtain the food only from animals on whom they are dependent. And this is called as parasitic nutrition. Parasitic means they live on the other animals. Para means separate another one body, and they get the nutrition from other animals or other bodies. So they are known as the parasitic animals, and nutrition is known as parasitic nutrition. Some animals live on the body surface of other animals and obtain their food by sucking their blood. And this is called ectoparasitic nutrition. Means some animals live on the body surface, means outside the body, outer surface of the body, and they obtain their food by sucking their blood. They suck the blood of the other animal, and this is called ectoparasitic nutrition. Ecto means outside of the body, and such animals are called ectoparasites. And examples are loose, bedbug, tick, etc. An animal like tapeworm and roundworms live inside the body of other animals and obtain their food. This is endoparasitic nutrition, and these animals are known as the endoparasites. Okay, endo means inside the body. These tapeworms and roundworms live inside the body of the animals. They live in the intestine of the animals, and they obtain their food. So this type of nutrition is known as endoparasitic nutrition, and animals are known as endoparasites. In this way, today we completed our fourth number lesson, and you have to complete the exercise given on page number 33. Now we will stop here.